The most important media outlet in the country right now.
Welcome to The Watering Hole. This is episode 87.
Yep.
We're back in the room.
Yeah.
We're not in Adelaide, LIV Media Centre
We're
anymore.
still in Adelaide, but just not in,
Yeah.
Flat.
flat as a tack.
Flat as a
City
tack.
just doesn't feel the same.
I think we're flat for different reasons. I'm flat because I'm tired.
But
But,
the positive is that we have LIV for a little bit longer.
that's it.
true.
That's the big story.
Which we'll
that
get
came
to.
out of it. Yep.
We'll get to that.
So, every listener, welcome back.
And viewers.
And viewers.
That's it.
Tell me about it, Stud.
We launched the YouTube channel over the weekend as well.
What a way to launch it.
With the biggest dog of YouTube there is.
We'll get to him. Let's just leave. We don't want to give too much away.
Let's give it all away.
You know
Let's
what
give
we
those listeners a little hot minute to
what
settle
we
in.
will do to start though. Pirate Life Hot Crack.
All right, good, because I'm thirsty.
Had plenty of these over the weekend. Boom.
Oh, that's in the bushes. That was
terrible.
Do you think my hot cracks?
not bad, Whitey.
Talked in his backswing.
Yeah, talking my backswing.
Talking his
Jesus.
backswing, that's rough. Like, not your shot.
Yeah.
Your hot crack, that was definitely fairway.
I was happy with that.
The Pirate Life Hot Crack, I'm having the South Coast again. That's going to be nice. Here we go.
That was a nice one. That was real sweet.
Big shout out
Fairway
to all our
finder.
Pirate Life people.
Yes.
Also to Hypertech Mortgage Broking and to Big Swing Golf Mile End, who we caught up with Benny on the weekend as well.
Yeah, bumped into it, the watering hole.
There's news around the hole-in-one challenge is back on the agenda.
I hope so, because it's been...
we were. We were getting angry. We're like, come on, we've got to do this.
We gotta get this going.
Well, we've been speaking today, and we've got some dates to pick from. So
Beautiful.
Excellent.
We gotta lock it in.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get straight into it.
Okay.
LIV Adelaide on the weekend.
we will get into it, but just in case something
This fucking guy, man.
Stepping all over his shit.
No, we talked about you talked about a run sheet before, and I gave you one, but you didn't. It's up here.
You gave me nothing.
We're going to start. We're going to bring back Chris's quiz
Oh, quiz.
because some things might come out of the quiz that we don't want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like you might actually answer some things during the conversation.
Right.
So let's do the quiz.
So the quiz is just on
The
LIV
quiz
Adelaide.
is pretty much on LIV Adelaide.
Okay. Because I didn't pay too much attention to stats.
For people that are just new to the podcast,
Yeah.
So we're going straight into the quiz.
we're going straight into the quiz because it's going to bring up some things.
Don't know if I like the flow of that. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna. You understand why I'm doing what I'm doing.
All right, come on.
Who got the whole...
So Junkyard Pigs versus Green Machine.
I
here.
was going to get to this because there are people that are new to the podcast,
Oh, wow. Okay. We're hot. All right, let's go.
It's tense in here.
We're fucking on.
and we do a quiz after every event, loosely based on the previous week's event.
So quiz is quiz.
And it's Green Machine GC versus Junkyard Pigs GC.
Yes.
That's another thing that Bounce GC can't win.
I believe I haven't won one yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you're struggling. So it's 10
I'll
questions.
torch you.
It's 10.
10 questions.
Can we have like 2? I'm tired.
I'm going to get straight into it.
All right.
Now, the thing about this quiz is that we were all over the place because we're on the course, so we didn't really watch this one. So this is going to be interesting. We could embarrass ourselves.
No, these are things that you should have both seen.
Yeah.
You should both know.
Okay.
Don't say should.
I know.
Because I won't.
I know all of it.
Yeah, well, you're the stats guy.
Okay, you ready?
I'm the vibe.
Question number 1.
Hang on. Test your buzzer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I'll go oink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chomp.
Okay, good. Question 1. What did Joaco Niemann say he'd do if he hit a hole in one
Oink.
at 12? Yeah, that's Whitey.
Backflip.
Yeah, nice one. One in the books.
Cop that.
Okay. Pat Reed hit a hole in one on the first day. How many other hole in one balls did he say he had?
Oink. Was that me or him?
I think it was me.
I think it was a Green Machine.
Yeah, go ahead.
In total?
No, how many other?
5.
Oh, yes, correct. So that's his 6.
I kind of, because I couldn't remember if it was 5 or 6. I'm like, yeah, go.
I couldn't remember if it was 5 or 4. So
Okay. Question 3. What was the official attendance of LIV
Chomp.
Adelaide? Yeah.
Oh, no. 102,463.
No.
Jesus.
I'll give you a chance to
Oink.
steal.
107 plus all the numbers he said. No.
Chomp.
Yeah, go on. I'll give you another chance.
102,436.
No.
Shit.
Do I have another stab?
No.
102,483.
Ah!
That was my next
Record-breaking crowd, which
Nice.
we'll get to during...
I knew it had numbers.
See what I'm doing here? See, I'm just planting the seeds for the conversation. Anyway,
I don't like it.
1-1.
1-1. What was Matt Jones's walkout song on the watering?
Chomp.
No.
Yeah,
You're the voice.
it was.
Johnny Carter.
Of course, yep. I was singing so hard.
2-1.
2-1. Who did Wade Ormsby replace this week on the Ironheads?
Chomp. Kevin Na played. Danny Lee played. Zhang played.
So by process of elimination...
Who's the last Ironhead?
I've lost it.
And if you don't know this, after you've done that little exercise...
Hang on. Oh, hang on.
I've got to give Whitey a chance to steal
Hang
here.
on.
He's taken a long time to
Yeah,
answer this
dude.
question.
Where's the freaking countdown?
5, 4, 3, 2,
I actually don't know.
1. Whitey, you want a chance? No?
I can't remember the last
Think of the
Ironhead.
fourth Ironhead.
This is really sad.
Oh, Kazuma.
Very good. Was in contention last year.
And I was going to say that, and I'm like, wait, did he get relegated?
I kept thinking of Kim, but he's gone.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
We had Vincent as well. All right.
3-1.
3-1. When is LIV Adelaide due to move to North Adelaide?
Chomp. 2027.
No.
28?
Yep.
Is it?
It is.
That's a bit of a...
It is.
That's
It's
a bit
locked
of
in.
a
It's locked in at Grange next year, and the option is to extend at Grange 2027.
It's a weak question for the quiz. I don't know about
I like
Why?
it.
Because you got it wrong.
Yeah. Well done, Chris.
Yeah.
You did well there.
the quiz masters.
Fuck you, Steve.
That's whack as fuck, guys. Yeah.
Well,
All right, come on.
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. Make it interesting.
Who hit the longest drive of the weekend?
Chomp.
Oink.
Go, Steve.
Bryson.
Nope.
The longest drive of the weekend.
Yeah.
Neiman.
No.
No.
Sweet Pete.
No, I wouldn't have got that either.
Sweet Pete Uline, 366.8 yards on the 17th hole.
My next guess was going to be Matt Wolf, but then he had a terrible week, so.
Want to kick a man while he's down.
3-2.
Facts. Yep.
Want to kick a wolf while he's howling, you know?
Who shot the worst round of the week?
Oink.
I just said Chomp.
I said oink.
Whitey got it.
Listen to the action replay.
I think,
You just didn't hear it because I said Chomp instead of Chomp. Go for it, Waddy.
Matt Wolf.
yeah, way to kick a man while he's down.
3-3.
8 over, second round. Had a bad weekend, Matty Wolf.
That's a great round
Slinger.
today.
Oh,
I'd
be singing.
for an 8 over.
yeah.
Second last question.
Ooh.
What is it? 3-3. I didn't prepare a tiebreaker.
Fuck, man.
With their win in Adelaide, the Fireballs became the only LIV team to do what?
Chomp.
Yeah,
Win every season.
that is correct.
Nice.
Only team in LIV to have won every season.
It's not bad.
But we've only
4-3.
had 2 events in Adelaide, so...
Yeah.
2 events this year, sorry. Question 10.
I need this, don't I?
Spell ketchup.
Trump. Trump.
I suck at spelling. Yeah, take this one, Steve.
K.
Yeah, good start.
J.
Yeah.
E.
Yeah.
T.
Mm-hmm.
R.
No.
SAUCE. Sauce.
It's KJETTRUP.
Oh, it was 1 T away.
He won anyway.
Yes. Undefeated in the quiz.
Yeah, I suck at quizzes.
No, wait, wasn't it 3-3?
Nah, it's 4-3,
No,
big
he
dog.
won.
Oh, you got the
yeah.
Fireballs question.
Go back
Okay,
on the,
there you go. So
on
that
the replay.
winning form continues.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice win.
Thank you.
I'll get one.
So now we're talking about...
Now we can go into
All
it.
right.
All right.
The dogs are off the chain.
So should we
Here we
talk about how the week started?
Yeah, let's go back from the beginning.
All right.
Go ahead.
So we got in the shower.
Well, it started with the Stinger barbecue.
Yes.
That you guys attended.
Chris and I went to watch...
We watched them cook.
we watched them cook.
Nice. Do you
Thomas Foods, they were doing up a little barbecue. I
eat
think
anything?
No.
No?
I think we talked about this last week. 'cause
Yeah,
actually
we did.
We came
did.
in and
it
recorded.
smelt fantastic.
No, nice.
It smelt real nice. Yeah, so obviously they had a little media opportunity where they were doing something with Thomas Foods and they were cooking up a barbecue. It was, what was it? Oosthuizen and Burmese,
Versus Charl and Brandon Grace.
and they got it done.
Beautiful.
Yeah, little media opportunities. It was good for us to go sort of walk around. We
Yeah.
saw the watering hole, checked that out. That was looking real nice. Yeah, some of the things that we noticed is just bigger stands around, around the driving range. We'd obviously heard about the fun family village around the 6th hole, so they had a big grandstand behind the 6th hole overlooking that green, and then the tee off of the 7th hole, which was really cool. That was pirate life.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably a really good spot to be. It was already a good spot to watch the golf before they had the stand there, but if you were on that stand, you had a really good spot for the weekend or for the day. But yeah, we got to walk around and see a few people, obviously.
Yep.
And then Wednesday
was
the hottest day in the world.
in the world. It
Was that the day that Ram and Rick Shiels filmed?
I don't know.
Because I remember them saying it was a hot day that they did that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway, not to derail.
It was a... Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously we on that the day was a practice round. So we sort of got settled in again.
Had a look at Fireballs go around a few holes.
Yeah, saw a bit of that, and I think a lot of the guys probably got out early to
Yep.
try
Yeah.
and beat the heat. But there were definitely guys teeing off, in the heat. And then obviously we just got to walk around and see the course
Yeah.
again and just take a bit in.
Ripper Point and
Yep.
Cleek's garden party.
The ninth
pretty
hole, the ninth hole grandstand was super impressive as you walked in.
Yeah.
That was a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Again, behind the Pirate Life bar. But yeah, just the overall size of the event was noticeably bigger again.
Yep.
Even where the stage was located now was outside the fan village to accommodate for how big the crowds were going to be for Dom Dollar and for Jungle Giants and Fisher.
And stuff that we'd noticed and we'd talked about, when we had Nick Haslam on earlier. Last year. The extra viewing platforms, the extra GA sort of raised.
That was noticeable on most holes. There was near the greens or the tee boxes. There's places to watch everything. So that was really good.
So Wednesday again was pretty chill, just walking around having a look. Thursday you joined us, White Dog.
I rocked up my debut.
Why don't we just rewind a little bit?
Yeah.
Wednesday afternoon. Who did we meet Wednesday afternoon?
Who did we meet Wednesday afternoon?
Who did we?
You're wiggling over there with anticipation.
Who did we grab Wednesday afternoon?
We grabbed a couple of people.
We did grab a couple of people, but out in the heat.
So
You just brushed me.
Yeah.
we cornered.
We cornered.
No, we
took our opportunity.
We respectfully, we were. The good thing about LIV is, you see so many people. And the beauty about the event and everything is obviously how friendly people are, and you know how good they are with their time and everything like that.
Sure.
We bumped into Rick. Rick Shiels.
The man.
So obviously, as we've talked about in a couple of episodes ago, Rick Shiels is now an ambassador for LIV Golf. So he was here in the flesh.
Yeah.
Obviously, arguably, and is the biggest YouTube golf influencer, I guess you can call him. But yeah, it was pretty surreal to see Rick.
Yeah.
And obviously we met him, went up and spoke to him and hit him up, and he was generous enough to set aside a time for us to have a little chat, which I'm sure people have already seen was episode 85.
And if you haven't seen it, then please head over to YouTube or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
And in the great words, in the words of the great man himself, like, share, subscribe. You know. But yeah, so we did meet him on the Wednesday and asked him for his time, which he quite graciously.
Yeah, he was.
It's one of those. It's one of those things when you ask someone like that, can we put away some time, and they agree. It's like, hell yeah. The back of the mind, you're like, I hope this still happens. I really hope it's like, sorry, I'm too busy.
It's still easy enough to wiggle out of.
Yeah, to brush off. So
but he gave us John, who is the head of his content team.
Yeah. So able to organise something with them, which was really cool, which we'll probably go into more depth, into as well. And then obviously Chris had an encounter with someone else on that day as well in the afternoon of the Wednesday. Yeah. Who did you run into, Chris?
Saw Pat Perez walking through the media centre, so had to obviously go and say hello to PP, and he was more than happy to jump on the episode as well. So we teed that up with the LIV Golf Media staff, who again I want to send a massive shout out to the media team for having us. The past week, everyone was super friendly and helpful. And we thank them. We got all this stuff done because of them. So
absolutely. So yeah, pretty cool day on the Wednesday. The vibes are up.
Yeah, we went home pretty happy.
They gave me a call and on my way home from work. They're like, "Oh, you never guess who we spoke to and who we've teed up for tomorrow." And I was like, "Shit, okay."
That's pretty surreal, right? Like,
definitely.
All bullshit aside. We have spoken. Well, you have spoken a lot about Pat Perez, and to get him on the podcast was amazing. And obviously, probably, for all of us, have watched Rick Shiels videos at some 100%. Point, as a lot of golfers have, a lot of starting golfers have. Watch his stuff. So it was pretty, like I said, pretty surreal to know that both of those were in the works.
You know what's funny? People say, "Don't ever meet your heroes."
Yeah.
It's wrong. 100% meet your heroes. They never disappoint.
Makes you happy.
So
the Thursday
was the Pro-Am.
Yeah.
Was that when we? That was when we.
Yeah.
Podcast.
We had a lot on. We had a lot on Thursday.
So obviously, the Pro-Am, we got a bit more of a chance to go through and deep dive into the merch early on and have a look at the merch that was through there. A couple of cool things, which I guess we should just talk about now, is the fact that they did have, the Crushers Reebok gear. They had the Range Goats Swannies.
Yeah, the Grayson gear as well.
The Ripper, and Legion 13 Grayson stuff. So it was good to see some brand names, apparel in the LIV store.
Yeah.
I would love to see them get the store sorted earlier.
It wasn't until like Saturday, Sunday that they had everything in there.
Had some delivery issues with the
new era. Yeah, fair enough.
Era hats, as you can see here. See the hat, Mrs. Nesbitt? So, again, really cool to go through and have a look early on and sort of get the jump on things. But the biggest thing for us was obviously teeing up the podcast with Rick Shiels first. So it was just cool him to come up and shake a hand, and just actually sit down and have a proper chat with him. Because really, all we really wanted was just a brief chat, and he was super friendly.
So he gave us a half an hour podcast, and I'm the first guy to always say, like, at the end of the day, they're just people, they're just famous people, blah, blah, blah. I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous. I was sweating.
Yeah, man.
But it was hot in there too.
Yeah.
But I find that when I'm nervous like that, I have to break the tension. So as soon as Rick sat down and I shook his hand, I just started chatting to him. I have no idea what I was speaking to him about, but I was just chatting about nothing. I think he was asking me how my name's Whitey or something like that.
That's
but
right. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I was definitely nervous. But then once you get into the flow of the podcast, but then a couple of times I'm like, fuck me, that's Rick Shiels.
Yeah.
Like I've watched this guy for so long now, and it's just
But one thing
weird.
you notice about Rick Shiels and Pat Perez, like both of them, is that they're warm and engaging people.
Definitely.
Like, they're pros.
Well, that's the thing I can say a lot about Rick is he's just such a professional. It's clear he's been doing it for 13 years.
Yeah.
But it was just a good, relaxed chat.
Yeah, but I mean, he's like we said, it's clear he's been doing it for 13 years. He's such a natural, which I think I said to him, you're a natural, Rick.
You're a natural, Rick.
He's so good at what he does. I think he's going to be perfect. And the content is speaking for itself with his YouTube videos that he's doing on his channel. It's still his stuff, but what he's doing for LIV is massive. Anything about the podcast with Rick sort of stand out to you? Was there any?
There he is. There's Rick.
Yeah, there was a couple of good sound bites. A couple of times I thought, I was thinking, am I laughing too much at everything? Just, Rick, woo! But I was being completely genuine. Like, I was just enjoying myself.
I just thought it was, I think it was just good to get, his insight on, how it's kind of recharged him a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you said, like,
you've done it for 13 years.
If you do anything for 13 years, you're not going to love every minute of it all the time.
Yeah, you get jack of it, and then it's to try and find a new love for it through something else.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, I love the fact that, we kind of talked about him sort of being objective about LIV and stuff, and that's something that we'd brought up on our podcast previously, and the fact that we asked him about it. And it was just, I love the fact of just having a chat to someone in that capacity. It was cool.
Further to what you're saying there, like, it's really cool how he's not backing away from what he said.
Yeah.
Like and I think it genuinely comes from a place of he wants to see it improve. Like, he wants to see it be the best it can be. And, that having someone like that in your organisation that has that platform, it's huge.
So then, obviously, like we said, if you haven't watched it, if you haven't listened to it, it is on YouTube. Head over there to the Water and Gold podcast
Like
channel.
I said, it was our first YouTube video. What a debut with Rick Shiels.
And it was cool just to put the photo up of having him. He's taller than what I thought.
Yeah.
Fucking everyone's tall. Either that or I'm knee high to a duck. You know what I mean? Like that.
We're all pretty short here, but it was good as well.
Knee high to a chiclet.
Once we obviously announced that and put that out, I had a couple of people like reach out, kind of thing. Some guys, I used to work with, haven't spoken to in 10 years. What the fuck, man? You interviewed Rick Shiels. I'm like, I have no idea, man. No idea how that happened, but very lucky. So no, it was definitely a treat.
It was super thankful for him to give up his time.
Yeah.
I'm sure, as a lot of people were saying, he was very busy that weekend.
Yeah.
He did a lot of interviews. He did a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
And I'm just super thankful he gave up his time to sit with us, whether it reaches heaps and heaps of people or not. It was just a real treat for us to sit down personally and actually enjoy having a chat with him.
Also with the nerves part of it, where we were in the media centre, and it was pretty much, there's a lot of people still in there, and we were right at the front of the media centre. So, and obviously it's Rick Shiels, so everyone's kind of got their eyes on him. Yeah. Comes over to us, shakes our hand. We set up facing everyone pretty much, looking at our cameras, talking. Like, it's like we were doing a live podcast for 20, 30 people.
It kind of didn't hit me that we did that until afterwards. It's like,
that was part of the nerves.
Like drama school. Back in school when you do drama classes. Yeah. It's like, you got to get up in front of everyone. And it was like literally right in front of the stage where they do the press conferences.
Yeah. But then halfway through, I looked up and no one was looking. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes me feel a bit better.
It's so cool, though. I love the media centre. You know, you've got the big LED board at the back, and you got all the scores going up. We had all the Pro-Am scores going in the background. Which is cool.
It's a really cool place to set up.
Really cool place. You get free drinks, free chocolates, free croissants.
Free Pirate Life.
Free Pirate Life. Very nice.
Took advantage of that a couple
Very
of days.
nice.
So we wrapped up with Rick Shiels.
Yep.
And then we went out to watch a little bit more of the Pro-Am.
Saw Spud
Saw Spud.
Yep.
playing with
Dill Buckley.
Yep.
Tyrrell Hatton.
Oh, I'll put Dill Buckley ahead of Tyrrell Hatton.
Wowee.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. I love when Spud was like, we're using my drive.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, dude. But he carries himself well. He hits the ball well.
Sky high,
I feel like he's just in his element, like
loves it.
telling people, giving people reads and stuff. He's the man.
Yeah.
So
No, it was good. We saw a lot of celebs, obviously,
Stopped
playing
by
through.
Sat at the watering hole for a bit and saw, who did we see come through? Matt Rogers, Glenn Boss, Aaron Phillips.
Yep.
Heaps of people coming through.
We saw Travis Boak out on the driving range with Zach Butters as his caddy as well. So there was a number of people obviously playing that was pretty big in the Australian celebrity world. I'd love to play the Pro-Am. Really would.
Yeah.
I really would, but I'm just not quite good enough yet.
I was more thinking about the money point of view.
Oh, both.
But should we talk about who won?
Yeah.
We should.
Yep.
We should give them a mention, shouldn't we?
Should, absolutely. So
Dale from Golf Gods took out the Pro-Am.
Yep.
After
A
apparently
story and a half.
Yeah.
one of the big preps to a Pro-Am. Well, go on. What did he...
Oh, you know what?
We might hold it.
Might hold it.
We might hold that.
Might hold it. There might be a story there will come up, but it was definitely an interesting story. But he got the job done.
he just said he was on one.
And he was on one. He had Bear on the bag. For him because he's done his knee, so. But playing this year,
really cool. Obviously, that there's a winner, or who they spoke to on their podcast, on the Teabaggers podcast. If you haven't listened to that, go check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
He won, and who they interviewed, which we'll get to, also got the win. So a nice little tie there for the weekend for them.
That's fun. Yeah.
But yeah, very cool. Then obviously later on in the day, after we'd watched a bit of the Pro-Am, we went back in. We did another podcast,
and the butterflies were settled. Yeah, really.
Oh yeah. I thought after the Rick Shiels one, I'm like, yeah, sweet. Nerves are gone. But Pat Perez walks in. We're like, here we go.
Yeah,
they're back. The nerves are back.
The big dog's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two different types of nerves.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
I was nervous for Rick. Like, don't get me wrong, I was very nervous. But yeah, also for Pat, I was like, holy shit, this is Pat Perez. Like, played. He's one of the 4 races last year. He's now, it was just big. It was really cool. And because obviously, we talked about him so much.
I've talked about him.
Yeah, correct. But he's been talked about a lot, and obviously you just focus on certain guys throughout LIV. He was really cool guy. Again,
such a great chat.
Awesome. He just obviously, that episode is also on YouTube, so please go stop by the channel and have a look, like, share, subscribe,
do all that shit.
You're going to get used to saying that. Remember what did Rick say? He said he had 3 million subscribers, and he reckons he said that
the
3
word
million
subscribe
times.
3 million times. But yeah, Pat was awesome. Again, like you've said before, Whitey, when you just get a guest and you say one thing and then they just go for it and you let it talk.
Yeah.
Awesome. And to be honest, I didn't expect him to go sort of into the topics he went into straight away, but he did, and he spoke really well.
Again, it was a really, raw at times, honest chat.
Yeah.
Definitely,
He's a guy that, I don't want to say he doesn't have any filter, because I think he's more professional than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just says...
There's no BS. There's no bullshit. Yeah.
And I think that's why people love him. Because you're not going to get any bullshit with Pat Perez.
Yeah.
He was very...
he spoke about coming over to LIV. He spoke about having a rough year last year, obviously with personal stuff as well.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, it was a good insight, and
and really honest in that sort of like self-reflection as well. Like he knew he wasn't playing well. Like he had lots of stuff. Like you said, just a lot of people don't want to admit those things when they're going wrong, but
he's talking to Michael Jordan. Yo, dog, I'm 46. Yeah. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Just the stories about Jordan were so sick.
Oh yeah.
When he said he's talking to like Roethlisberger and Emmett Smith, and I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really interesting chat. Obviously, to talk to a player who's been on the LIV tour. I mean, we obviously spoken to Ben Campbell as well. But yeah, obviously to get someone who, like Pat Perez, has been around golf for so long.
Yeah.
Just like as you said, Chris, to sort of get like a raw, unfiltered thing. It was good, and it was probably different to the type of podcast I was expecting.
Yeah, definitely.
Initially, which is a nice surprise. And then I liked the fact that it came back to a bit of laughter and a bit of our typical sort of thing. But I love the fact that he was telling all the Jordan stories and that was really good. And then when he's talking about them going out on the Tuesday night and getting housed, really loved his use of the word bread.
Oh yeah, I like the way he said
cash.
I like the way he said dog, bread,
flush,
house, flush. I'm trying to chuck it in my vocabulary, but it's not happening.
You guys were definitely leaning on that for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, we did. We went hard.
Sup, dog?
A few days afterwards.
But again, super nice guy.
Yeah.
Not that I expected anything less, but he was really awesome. Again, really generous with his time. When you approached him, Chris, he said absolutely
couldn't have been nicer about it.
Yeah.
A lot of these people go, "Nah, look, I don't have the time." And it's
which
so
is
easy.
fair enough. They're on the job.
They're there to work.
So, and we've said it before. Like, imagine how tired these people would be. After a week. I mean, we're tired, and we did fuck all compared to them.
Yeah.
So,
and I think especially a guy like Pat as well. Like he's in a new job, essentially. Like, he's trying to learn this new role that he's in. So you wouldn't blame him for saying, nah, dog, I've got too much to do.
Yeah, dog.
No, dog, I've got to make this bread.
So, again, really cool podcast. Again, go and have a listen to it, either on Spotify or on YouTube. And then really that Thursday kind of came and went pretty quickly.
We had tried to catch up with Benny Campbell as well. We just couldn't kind of make that work, but
he was kind of busy,
he had a bit
prepping for the
So first day, Friday,
I was late.
You were a little bit late.
I was late.
You had some stuff on.
I was late.
Stuff on.
Yeah, a little girl on the way.
Oh, you're just going to say congratulations.
We've got another member of the Watering Hole podcast coming.
There we go.
So I'm kind of all about this Range Goats pink here now.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I like that.
So Chris was obviously late, so Whitey and I had to, go there without Dad.
Yeah.
Set up. But yeah, it was really just, sort of just playing it by ear to see what happened. Had a couple of things on the go, fell through last minute, which was kind of expected just with timing wise, but those things will hopefully come out in the next few weeks.
Those things are being worked on now, and it's kind of worked out better.
Yeah,
okay.
So we'll leave that there, but there should be some more stuff coming, so stay tuned, Whitey.
Hate that so much.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking pathetic. But yeah, obviously first day, Friday, we were there and saw all the people start to roll in through the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, it's a lot of people when it first opened. It's a lot that comes through. Pretty exciting on the first day.
And because it's kind of weird for us because we see the course when there's no one there or there's only a couple of people there, and then you see it with the crowd. It's like, holy shit, this is crazy.
One thing I do want to say though, massive shout out to everyone that works at the course, like putting stuff up.
Oh yeah.
There was the time, like when you're there on like Wednesday and Thursday, and you're like, how is this going to be ready by Friday?
Yeah.
But the hours that they must pull, just getting everything ready and perfect for when everyone walks in on Friday.
There's just little things about it I love. I love the flight deck, the driving range. It looks awesome. It's so, the viewing deck for the general admin people as well. It's awesome. Obviously for us it's pretty cool. We get to go to the front and have a look at the driving range, so we get pretty close to see the players. It's
much to the disgust of some people.
But it is cool, obviously, seeing all the players starting to warm up. it's a cool thing, and obviously the driving range and the putting green gets a lot of attention in that first morning, because again, all these kids and that, they're all seeing their favourite golfers. A lot of 30, 40, 50-year-old guys are seeing their favourite golfers as well. So it's pretty special.
Sorry, and again, you've just got to say a shout out to the players that do stop and sign things and talk to kids and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Again, they don't have to. They're preparing for a golf tournament, but they do take the time to try and talk to as many people as they can.
So Friday, play starts. Couple of people at the top. Obviously, we had
posted up on 18 for the shotgun start on Friday.
So who do we have? We had Ortiz was up there.
We started with Ram. No, AK.
Yeah,
AK, Ram, and DeChambeau.
Yeah, that's right.
We followed them for a little bit.
Should we just address the elephant in the room? The second group. We were on the first hole.
Oh.
And yeah. And we spoke about this a couple of times.
I want to set the scene for that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that was that was a bittersweet moment for me.
Okay. Before we do that, I'm going to hit this hot crack real quick. Oh, wow. That's embarrassing.
That's like my tee shot on one at Wollonga.
Ooh.
If a hot crack was a blade across the green, that's what that was.
That was disgusting.
Yeah.
Still delicious.
The end game's there, right?
They could pull their sponsorship because of that.
Yeah, that was
that
horrendous.
tasty liquid gold on your lips.
So we got through hole 18, which was the first hole for that group.
Yeah.
Geez, they hit the ball a long way.
Oh,
yeah.
Reaching the green pretty much on the par 4.
Also, and actually, to be fair, AK probably hit the best tee shot.
Yeah, just short of the green, but definitely on line.
So we watched them finish up on 18, moved over to the first. And then, bittersweet moment because they saw them tee off, they started to move down the fairway to get to the next shot. And you hear something happening in the background, and then it's like you can only assume that it is what you think it is.
Yeah, it was kind of like there was like a rumble.
Yeah.
A slow rumble, and that starts to build, and then it's just noise. And we are on the other side of the golf course.
Yeah.
So
we were on hole
one.
Yeah, and
literally
that's obviously
just past the tee box.
So that's obviously hole 12, and we're like, that is 100% a hole-in-one on the watering hole. And the second group in.
Now, you guys had walked up a little bit to start following Ram and DeChambeau to go and get their tee shots. I kind of just stood back, and Perez was following that group.
Yeah.
So he'd seen us, obviously.
He's the on-course reporter.
And said hello already. When you hear that noise, Perez turns around to me, takes his headphones off, and he goes, ace on 12.
Yeah.
It's like, you're kidding.
And then you start hearing the whispers around people when you find out it's Pat Reed. We obviously knew some people that were on the watering hole. Yep. So you straight away check social media, and there's people posting and stuff. Rick Shiels posted something really quick.
Yeah.
Devastated. Devastated that I wasn't there for it. But at the same time, what a fucking cool moment.
Yeah.
Another ace on the watering hole. There's been 2 in 3 years now.
Dude.
There's one.
This is the second time I've missed it.
Yeah. You just don't know. But yeah, there's some footage of it that I absolutely love.
Yep.
It's literally just of Pat Reed's pretty much face. He hits it, and you see looking at it, he knows it's good.
Yeah.
It's tracking, and you can see the excitement moving a little bit. He's getting around it, and then when it sinks, pandemonium. And it's just such a fucking beautiful thing. And I love that.
The best thing about it,
feeling, baby.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is that he's playing with the other Aces guys as well.
Yeah.
So it was the whole, like, we spoke to Antonio from the 4 Aces as well.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say much, but your boy did it, and he just dapped us up. It was fucking sick.
And to have the whole crew there, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's the way you want to do it.
100%.
It was funny how many people though like messaged and stuff saying,
"Were you there?
Were you guys there?"
Yeah, I know.
Nah, dog.
The thing was obviously we're named after the 12th, the watering hole, right? It's where we draw the inspiration. It's such a sick hole and everything. It's wicked. It's a vibe, you know.
It is a vibe.
Last year we spent 3 days there. Didn't get one. and then literally the sixth shot
Second
of the
group in.
tournament.
Second group.
Pat Reed, it's a nice little shot, bit of backspin,
And it
rolls
was
in the
and
hole.
it was an ace. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
ace for an ace.
the beauty the beauty about the watering hole is you can sit there and you see all your favourite golfers of
Yeah.
the day. They hit the same shot. It's an exciting shot. You got the music going. You got beers flowing. You got food. It all happens there at the watering hole. It's such a beautiful hole. But for us, it was good to go see some golf.
Yeah, yeah, not just...
I'm trying to justify it. But, hey, that's the second one I've missed. And I've heard it 2 times. As soon as that happened, my heart sank. I was like, no.
Oh.
But the silver lining is with the hole-in-one on the 12th, that again goes global.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then the spotlight's back on Adelaide.
Oh,
so
it was shared around so much.
It makes it worthwhile for the event.
I think the crowd, obviously they went absolutely bananas, but they were kind of caught off guard. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, it wasn't instantly crazy because, like I said, second group in. This is like what, 12 o'clock. You know?
Yeah. Can I just say as well, Arlo White nailed it again. You little beauty! How good!
Yeah, it's what a voice.
Did they call that live or?
Well, I don't know. They shared that video. They were in the in the room in their little bunker there. I'm not sure because I guess you can't. Like, you're calling. You don't know when it's going to happen, so you can't call the watering hole the whole time. I'm not sure.
I'm assuming they did, which is super lucky.
Yeah,
but yeah,
don't know. But congrats to Pat Reed.
Oh yeah,
for being the second person to get an ace on the watering.
Yeah.
The one of the best things about that, though, I'm probably skipping ahead a little bit, was when we were in the media centre for the press conferences after play, and had like Joaco Niemann come through and Carlos Ortiz, and they were
Bryson.
all kind of finding out about the hole-in-one, and then Bryson walks in as Pat Reed's coming off stage, and he's like, "Drinks on you tonight, then." And then the next day in the media centre, they'd printed out photos of Pat Reed, and they're like rounds on Patrick Reed, and
on
had
all the drinks,
fridges, and
yeah.
So super cool.
It was good to really cool to hear him speak about it as well, and yeah.
So let's skip ahead then. Obviously, so after the first day, so the leader, who was the leader after the first day? Because again, with us being out in the course, it was hard to
Carlos
to know.
Ortiz.
Yeah, obviously, I think Sam Horsfield was up there.
Yeah,
Ortiz
I think it was three.
up there.
I think it was 3-way. So Ortiz, Horsfield, and
Niemann was up there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was those 3. Yeah.
So yeah, we had a few players come through to the media centre and do their media afterwards, which was cool. Yeah, some highlights. Obviously, was just again seeing these guys hit the ball in the flesh. It's just unbelievable.
The sound
it makes, just their touch around the greens and everything is it's unbelievable to watch. Second day, the Saturday, very windy. Very, very windy, very tough conditions. And that's where I knew players like Brooks were going to sort of start to come into it, which he did. He had a good second day. But all those players that sort of, love playing in those challenging conditions, but it definitely made it harder for the players to pull away. So it kept it relatively close, but still those guys like Answer, Ortiz, Niemann, Rahm was around the mark.
Those 3 players you just named, though, it's so good to see them doing well. The younger crop, coming, kind of making a name through LIV. Hopefully get more major opportunities. It's fantastic. Now,
obviously, before we go to the Sunday, there was a couple of names at the top there, and we all kind of said who was it going to be. Yeah, we all kind of had a little stab at it, but the one before we obviously get there, Niemann is just unbelievable. He's simply unbelievable. That guy.
When he turns it on, it's hard to stop.
When he's at his best, he's hard pressed for any player in the world to beat him.
He's one of those guys. Yeah, his best can beat anyone in the world.
Yeah,
and I just really hope that we get to see him get it done in majors.
Yeah.
So I think that's what will solidify him as being top 10, top 5
Yeah,
golfer
definitely.
in the world.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, because even like we've seen with Rahm this week has slipped outside the top 50 for the first time in years. So again, it's hard with these rankings, what to make of it.
Just on the Rahm though, Flushing It put up a post saying Rahm being out of the top 50 he's really taken it badly, and it's just footage of him with him and Fisher, like drinking and having a good time on stage. So yeah.
So then we go to the Sunday. We were lucky enough to be
watering hole
at the namesake.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Again, got to spend the day with the Golf Gods guys.
Yeah, which was really fun. So appreciate them bringing us over.
Probably the highlight was obviously how the day started. We knew that obviously through the media that there was going to be an announcement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there was obviously some speculation before that of what it was going to be about. I don't think everyone quite saw exactly what it was going to be. I think everyone kind of expected that they were going to make an announcement extending LIV Golf in Adelaide beyond, next year. For how long, we didn't know. Obviously, the way they made the announcement was to have Scott O'Neill,
Greg Norman,
and Peter Malinauskas come out to the watering hole.
Before we go any further,
we
didn't thank him for the intro. This
we
episode.
didn't. We forgot. Whoopsie.
Oh dear.
That's on you, Chris.
Well, I'm wrapping it up in this nice little package here.
I see what you're doing.
See what I mean? So they came out to the watering hole, and it was a very positive vibe. They were talking, and I thought, they're surely doing an announcement saying it's going to be in Adelaide.
There was some juice, wasn't there?
But when they put up 2031 on the screen at the watering hole saying that it was going to be in Adelaide, the place erupted.
Yeah.
LIV Golf towels were being thrown around like Kevin Sheedy's bomber jacket. You know what I mean?
Nice
Like it was
back.
It was getting thrown around. Then on top of that, they've mentioned, and this was where the speculation was, is that it wasn't going to be held at Grange any longer, and that it was potentially moving to the North Adelaide, golf course. And that's basically what they've said, is that it'll be in Adelaide until 2031.
Yep.
With beyond sort of the next couple of years at Grange, is that then it's the state government's proposal is that it'll be a Greg Norman inspired or designed championship course in the Adelaide CBD, and
which
that will be North Adelaide.
Yeah.
So let's drill down on this a little bit.
Yep.
So it is confirmed at Grange Golf Club for next year, 2026.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There is then the option to extend to Grange in 2027. If that doesn't eventuate, there is the chance that North Adelaide could be ready in 2027 if need be, but all plans are that it will be 2028 at North Adelaide.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because there are hurdles.
Yeah.
Which
With North Adelaide?
Yeah. So again, usual suspects when you get people around that residents and things like that where they complain and so on and so forth. Fuck them. No,
someone was talking about, what's going to happen to all the trees? You never been on a golf course before?
Yeah.
I hit them all the time.
Yeah. Plenty of those.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Trust me.
So there are hurdles to overcome. It's not all 100%, but that's
with everything.
That's the vision, and that's what it could look like, and that's really exciting. We were pretty amped then and there. The drink started flowing early, which was nice.
Whitey was pretty happy. He got his contract extended for another 6 years.
Yeah. Locked him down for the next 6 years. He threw it back in your face.
Yeah, you can't hold me.
But yeah, it's super exciting, obviously, to get that announcement. And then it's just good for Adelaide. It's another course then that is going to be a really nice public course.
Yeah.
And then that's another attraction to Adelaide. It just means that it's going to be awesome if they do a flyover, and it is going to be close to the CBD. You see the CBD in the background, then you have the golf course there, and if it's a Greg Norman design course, it's going to be pretty challenging and pretty exciting.
There's some nice views from tee boxes at North Adelaide where you can actually look out and see the whole CBD. So I love the like what Peter Malinauskas said the next day when he's like, if kids wake up tomorrow and they want to play the same golf course that the LIV players are on, they can't do it at the moment, but like moving forward, they will be able to.
Yeah.
LIV aren't afraid to do this either. Like Bolingbrook last year is a public course in Illinois, so
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, super exciting. Obviously, there's a number of reasons why it will be good for Adelaide and everything here. Just how it looks for the next few years. But it is exciting knowing that it's still going to be at the Grange for a couple of years, because I love Grange and obviously the players love playing the course as well. So moving on from that, set the scene for the Sunday. It was going to be pretty special. We got close to a couple of hole-in-ones. We had
Kevin Na.
Kevin Na was super close.
That was tracking so well. Just a little bit more juice.
Was it Cheapo Lee? Was it Cheapo Lee?
Max Lee was close, I think.
Yeah, I think he got close for with one of the last shots of the day.
There was a couple of contenders, yeah.
But Kevin Na's post on Instagram afterwards as well. Hole in one or nah.
He's the best.
I love how
Has the best walkout song.
Oh, yeah.
But the main story was who we thought was going to win, and he did get it done.
Yeah.
So congrats again to Joaco Niemann. He got it sorted.
Well, we kind of got wind of, we were following the scores, and we kind of thought we'd be on for a playoff hole here.
Yeah.
So we kind of ducked out a little bit earlier to make our way over to 18 by the time we got there.
Poor Answer. He, unfortunately on the 14, he just didn't quite hit the fairway.
Yeah.
Which is Ripper Point.
Yep.
So, and then that kind of turned into a bit of a shitty hole for him. And then, really 17 and 18. On 18, he kind of hooked it left into the trees and was a hard sort of slog from there. And so by that time, Niemann had already gone through and finished, and he played the last few holes really well.
Yeah.
Big putt on 12. Him heading in, and then he got the job done. So Niemann I think he won it by two shots in the end. I think it was
3, wasn't it? 13 to 10 under?
Oh, yeah. I thought
Maybe.
it was either
3 shots.
10 or 11.
Over Ortiz,
Yeah, super exciting for Niemann. He just plays well in Australia.
Yep.
The Australian crowd really love him. So
He's the man.
I think the Australian crowd really love Talk AGC.
Yeah.
Oh, I just think that Australians obviously get it, and they just love the team thing. And there are personalities which are being showcased on things like YouTube, which is why we love LIV, and hopefully that the golfers really love the team aspect and the fact that they've got this freedom to do this sort of stuff as well.
But Answer didn't leave empty-handed.
No.
Fireballs. Fireballs got up. Sergio's, yeah.
Man.
Love that.
Sergio's kind of primed for a big year with being
hope so.
back towards Ryder Cup, and I think there's something about Sergio this year.
Again, the views of the 18th green with the crowd storming the green.
Yeah,
it's just a really cool sight, and it sets up really well to get some good photos and that do go global.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, the thing is as well, I've said this a bunch, being at a LIV event in comparison to watching it on TV, it is kind of hard to follow what's happening with golf because you can't see it all at the same time. You're watching one hole, you're watching one group, so you don't know how the other players are playing. But so there was, I think it might have been Saturday, I made my way to the media centre and just watched a bit of the coverage. It just looks different and better in Adelaide.
Yeah. Because
every tee box is just filled with people. The big names have huge crowds around them, and you compare that to other events, it's a bit different.
It's interesting you say that because I did spend a little bit of time in the media centre watching the coverage as well on the big screen, and I hadn't really done that. I haven't really watched Adelaide on screen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because we've kind of always been there, going around the course or at the watering hole, whatever. And it does. The coverage looks really good at Adelaide.
Oh, it looks awesome. I think it was the 6th hole when I saw Rahm tee off on the 6th hole, and you see the grandstand by the green, and then there's the 7th tee box there, and you got the family village thing, and there was a lot of people around the tee box and down that fairway because it's a par 3. It just looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good. So, yep, it is, again, it has set the standard for what the other LIV events need to look like. But, it was super cool, and it was a good finish. We forgot to sort of mention, obviously, at the press conference, we had Brooks Koepka and Peter
O'Neill.
Malinauskas and Scott O'Neill. Got my question in again.
Nice.
With Big Brooksy.
I just love the Premier's reaction to, because he gave him the same thing, because last year when you said Premier, well done, and then he gave us, of course, the intro that we now have at the start of the podcast. But you hit him with the same line again. You were like, Premier, well done again. And just his reaction is just like, here they are again.
Yeah.
Just another little...
He gave you the fingers. He gave you the guns. Yeah. Pete's all about it.
He goes, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Warning Hole podcast.
There it is again.
Go ahead. Go ahead, mate.
Nah, super cool. It was a very, very good weekend. That was pretty much our weekend. We'll probably go into a bit more like detail over the next few episodes, sort of just talk about it. But again, our experience through the media centre, thank you again to the LIV team.
We have to send a massive shout out to the LIV team, both here and the American team as well. They couldn't be more welcoming, more helpful, and we're so lucky the access that we get as well.
Yeah.
Look, to be honest, it's a bit of a dream come true for us, isn't it? Really?
Definitely.
And again, thank you to Rick Shiels and Pat Perez for two of the juiciest podcasts you ever.
So juicy.
Very juicy.
But yeah, head over to YouTube, watch it, like, subscribe, share, all
and
that
these
stuff.
are going to be coming in now weekly.
Thick and quick.
Yeah, thick and quick.
Like it.
So that's Adelaide really done.
Wrapped up.
Sad. I don't like that we've even stopped.
Well,
We've done the recap now.
We'll add as well. Obviously, there was, I think the two biggest names were Dom Dollar and Fisher. The crowds were
Out of control.
Real.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. The Friday night crowd for Dom Dollar.
Dom Dollar's freaking stage. There's the golf ball. Sick.
Yeah.
So sick.
See, he had cram.
Oh, our man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, they did Black Betty. He was on stage playing drums, singing Black Betty.
That's
and
awesome.
then Dom Dollar was...
I don't even know he was here.
Yeah. There we go.
So there
Do you know
go.
Shannon Knoll was here too?
Yeah. A couple of members from the Jack, eh?
The Jack alumni.
So, yeah, very cool. That's Adelaide sort of wrapped up, but we might have some more to talk about with Adelaide. Just keep your ears peeled
there's
and your
some
onions.
follow-on stuff.
And your onions peeled as well, all right? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, Whitey.
Ugh.
What else you got? Well, I suppose
We have to talk about...
We got to talk a little
there's some
business.
things we've got to talk about.
we're going to talk about fantasy.
I
Yeah.
want to talk about this.
All right, so...
Well, the thing is,
But I kind of do want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it.
Because there's some people in the gun.
Yeah.
It's taken two events.
You've got some stuff. You've got some stuff
the
to
old
sort
bounce
out.
GM's back again.
All right. So this screen here will change the colour to which team wins.
I hate this because I already know.
So at the moment it's green because Green Machine, my
the
team,
first,
won Riyadh. Not by much.
No,
Not by much.
it was close. Close.
It's close.
Only a couple of points.
So disrespectful.
Close.
It's just like when he double-handed choked me in
So
the back
pink,
of the car.
pink or I think this turns to a purpley colour would be for the JPs.
And he hasn't bothered
Blue.
programming one in for Bounce GC.
Blue would be for Bounce GC. So again, I'm going to do it the same way. The winner of Adelaide in Fantasy 2025 is Green Machine GC.
Thought so.
Green Machine GC.
Give me the scores because I'm intrigued to know how badly I got beaten.
All right, I'm going to give you the zeros
Yeah.
first up.
I got a couple of those.
All right, the zeros. I'm going to start with Bounce GC.
Here
we go.
Tuned.
Dustin Johnson, 0.
Yeah.
Started well.
So well.
Same as last week, dude.
Yeah.
Same as last week.
Which gives you some hope that it's probably coming back.
I don't know.
I think
Adelaide was just one bad day.
don't forget, that Saturday would have been tough with the wind.
Well,
Yeah.
we did hear that it was a Don Boulay that said it was very surprising to see. Like, you're going to have to play really well to finish under at all.
Yeah.
So DJ, 0, and Taylor Gooch, 0.
That was a big zero.
That was a
That was a
fat
large.
zero.
That was a large zero.
Yeah.
Green Machine, Cam Smith, 0. But
He had a surge on the last day. He was coming good.
he had a Sergio Garcia on that
He
first day.
sure did.
So, last day.
Yeah.
What did he start? He had like he
was
started
like
like four under through
four
like
under,
4 holes, 5
something
holes,
like that.
something like that. Yeah, crazy.
It's ridiculous.
And he stuck one real close on. Well, it was a good shot on the water. I wasn't, Pat Reed close, but
But he had the Queensland
he
jersey.
had the Queenslander
Cam Munster's jersey.
Yeah, very cool.
Cam Smith is a superstar in LIV Adelaide. Just got to say that he is the biggest star by far.
Oh,
Yeah, him and
love him.
Bryson.
You said it to Rick Shiels. If a ripper hits a hole in one, Adelaide, it'll be
shut
fucking
down.
pandemonium.
Yeah.
Shut down.
Yeah.
But that is back-to-back zeros for Cam Smith. So
There's trouble.
Have a look at that. Junkyard Pigs 1-0, and that was Louis Oosthuizen.
Really? I only had one.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. And I still lost.
Still lost.
Fuck. Okay.
So the scores, obviously prior to Adelaide, so after Riyadh, which was just the one event that we had Junkyard Pigs was in third place with 42 points. Bounce GC was in second with 46 points.
Boing.
And Green Machine GC in first place last week was 60 points.
Snap.
All right. So, first place was Green Machine this week.
Yep.
Well done.
With a total of 71 points.
Oh, shit. That's not bad.
Nice
Yeah,
total.
That's nice total.
That's a nice total.
In second place for Adelaide, Junkyard Pigs,
You would hope so.
44 points.
Oof.
Yeah. I'll take you through the breakdown in a second.
Jesus. Okay.
And in third place in Adelaide, Bounce GC, 16 points.
So out of 44 points, one of my players got 40 points.
Yeah.
And the other.
Yeah.
So 16 points, it was Bryson and Burmy that got it done for me.
Correct. So
Let me
I'll
know.
take you through. So Burmester, 14 points.
Oh,
So
Bryson
that's-
got 2 points.
That's with the multiplier, and Bryson 2 points. So yeah, DJ and Gooch 0. Junkyard Pigs, Tyrrell Hatton got you 2 points. So
He
with the multiplier, so you got your
He
1
started.
plus 1.
I thought he was going to be on one. The 2 holes in, he had 2 birdies.
He had some.
That was it.
Yeah, he had some uncharacteristic putts. Euro putts.
That's another thing. Remember the talk on Friday was, why did you not make Bryson? Why did you change Bryson captaincy? Because he was up there as well on the first day.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it done.
No. Go on.
So yeah, Tyrrell Hatton 2 points. Joaco with the win, 40 points.
Thank you, Niemann.
And Sergio Garcia, 2 points.
That's
That's
why
right.
I kept Joaco Niemann.
Imagine.
And then for Green Machine, John Rahm with the multiplier got 28 points. Brooks Koepka, Brooks was back, baby. He was good, 13 points. And Abe Answer in second got me 30 points. So,
That was a good team win. Just
Yeah.
Spread the points
Sprinkled.
around. Yeah. Spread the points
Cam
around.
looked like he was going to be up there as well. It just, fell away towards the end of that last day. Unfortunately, maybe he might have been looking forward to Fisher. Not sure. But let's go through the totals.
Such a dickhead.
Let's go through the totals. So it looks a little interesting.
Early lead.
So in
Early crow.
third place overall after Adelaide, total, Bounce GC with 62 points.
Number 1 pick, baby.
already sandbagging.
Unless you trade it. Now, Junkyard Pigs in second place with 86 points. And in first place, I hate to say it, but starting to run away already, Green Machine with 131
I
points.
did this to the league.
You did this to the lead. I'm going
You
to
did this to yourself.
legit slash your tires.
Because once upon a time, I had John Rahm and Joaco Niemann in my team.
Yeah, now you have neither. I mean,
So there's already a 45-point gap.
don't worry about that. My boys are firing up.
45-point gap, guys. So,
And I've got the team, not the team, the individual leader at the moment in my team as well. He's on my bench.
All right.
so any trades, any discussion points from
Yeah,
that?
there's discussion points.
Give it to me.
Already?
Taylor Gooch is up.
Okay.
And you mentioned trading the number 1 draft pick. That's a chip. You want my draft rights?
Maybe.
You're already throwing in. What are you doing?
I'll throw up my first round draft pick for next year already.
It's 12 months away.
That's the risk you're going to have to take if you think I'm going to finish last.
You're making me yawn on that board, you know.
What do you want for it?
What do you want for it?
What does he want for it?
I'm asking you to come at me with an offer.
I'll come.
Taylor Gooch and my first round draft pick next year.
I'll give you Moronk.
Hey, did you see him dancing?
Yeah, he's the man. He was killing it.
Those spider legs he's got.
And he was also psyching people out on the watering hole.
You got to be McKibben me.
Very good.
I stuttered. It was shit.
Yeah. Had one shot to deliver that properly.
So, and I've been doing it all week.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously next time that we meet and we talk about fantasy, Chris is going to have the first move, you're going to have the second move, I'm going to have the third move. You know?
That's how that works, yeah.
That's how it works. So that's fantasy done and dusted.
I hate
after
his
Adelaide.
smug smile at the moment.
Well,
it drives me crazy.
Hey, you guys keep throwing that, that,
What am I throwing at you?
I don't know, that fish around. You know, that, what's it called? Chum.
What chum am I throwing?
Keep throwing the chum.
I throw it at
The
you.
collusion, you know.
Taylor Gooch and my first round draft pick.
Yeah, you're trying to sink the machine. You can't.
I'm not doing shit. I'm
We got-
playing my game.
Jordan, you know, had Pat Perez talk about Jordan.
Don't compare yourself to Michael Jordan.
3P.
Or Pat Perez.
Green Machine's going for the
So
3P.
disrespectful.
God, I hate
You
you.
guys are just bad managers, you know?
Oh, my gosh.
I think it's pretty obvious that I'm pretty ordinary.
Yeah.
Really bad GMs.
Well,
Terrible.
I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to get something done here. Take my first rounder. Take my second rounder if you want.
Well, I've got.
My
You want
theory
Pat
is,
Reid,
my
ace man?
theory is, Whitey,
Yeah.
that if I trade out the first rounder early for something good, why am I discussing this to a competitor?
But the thing is, we're not going to. You're losing, and we're doing it right. We're not going to trade for the first round pick now. There's no. The first round pick doesn't help us this year to get further ahead.
No, but what I'm doing is hoping that I can appeal to the fact that you might have two superstars, and I can somehow claw my way back this year. 'Cause I'm already that far behind now that I've got to do something aggressive.
You're a captain win and a second place away from.
Your brain needs to be studied. Literally last week, you were talking about how good your team is. Last week. 7 days. And now you're talking like this?
It's one of the most disrespectful things I've ever had said to me. Your brain needs to be studied.
You're just all over the shop, dude. You gotta.
It does.
God damn. Someone take care of his team.
Hey, I just said it, you know.
Wow, your brain needs to be studied.
Anyway, that's fantasy.
Yeah.
Is that about it?
I think that's about it.
Because we don't really have any of our golf to talk about.
And we've got
No,
a week
it's
off
been a
from
while.
LIV now, so
We've got a week off from LIV, so probably the next time we
Talk.
probably have a little potty. Hopefully we've played. I've got the first round of my President's Cup.
Yeah, so you're playing in the comp and you got the President's Cup playing in parallel.
Yes, so
I'm excited about that.
wish me luck.
Good
I'm
luck.
going to play this week at some point.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
I feel like I haven't played in ages. I'm so keen to play golf. I think I'm going to suck, but I'm keen still.
New found hobby of mine. Temu.
Did Sticky get you into Temu?
Yeah,
Yeah. Get some good shit.
cheap tees,
Yeah. $70
Head covers.
golf shoes.
golf shoes.
Yeah.
like just cheap little, but they're comfy.
Yeah, they're
Stephen's hobby, yeah.
good. Yeah. Spending
Shopping.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good God.
but do yourself a favour, people. Get on the
Get on the, if you haven't heard of Temu,
50-pack of teas for $7.
that's not bad at all.
I'll get them
Hey,
from the-
Temu, we're
Hey.
looking for another sponsor.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll get them from the pro shop, and they're like $5 for 5. You know,
And there you go, Temu's. Not
I'm
bad.
just saying. That's the new hobby.
I've seen the $1 rangefinder.
Oh, yeah? Any good?
$1.
I saw some ad on
Nah.
Instagram or
You can
something.
get
They
it-
had for like $50-$60. You can get them. I didn't get one, although
Oh, here we go.
I don't think the wife's put the order through yet. So maybe I might go up.
You're
go
going to get
upstairs.
a
Oh, there's
Temu
there's
rangefinder.
There's a cart
There's
waiting
a cart.
upstairs.
Yes, I think I've got a pair of jogger pants in there,
Nice.
but with my waistline and the Chinese sizing, I don't. It doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence that they're gonna fit.
Just the term "my waistline"
My waistline.
coming from you is really funny to me. I don't know why.
And then I'm worried that they're gonna look like 3/4 pants.
Bring it back.
The calves. It's gonna be a problem.
I love your calves. You have great calves.
What's wrong with 3/4 pants? Bring back
You reckon I have great calves?
3/4
You got
pants
the
and
Christmas
jorts.
hams.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They're huge.
They're ridiculous.
They're so sick.
There's some power in those.
Yeah, there's power in those legs.
So yeah, some joggers potentially. Got 2 packs of tees. I got like 100 and I think it's like 103 piece.
What?
I don't know. It's some weird number.
It's
It's not 100. It's not like 105. It's like 103 bamboo tees. So I'm pretty excited about those.
You're getting 103 t-shirts.
no
Tees. Golf
Oh,
tees.
golf
I'm
tees.
I'm like 103 bamboo t-shirts. What are you doing?
No.
He loves the pandas,
No.
don't
And
they?
then I got the the big the plastic ones with the rubber on it, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ones we use. Got those tees. They come in like 50 packs, $7.
It's not bad at all.
And then another pair of golf shoes just to see what
You know,
happens. If I
everything-
find a nice
you
pair
know-
of golf shoes that's like
You're a Timu guy.
ridiculously cheap.
He's literally going through all this, like any chance we have of a golf sponsorship with any sort of company, he's ticking them off because he's buying everything from Temu.
No. What it shows is that I'll literally be happy with anything. So give me
I'm
stuff.
desperate. Give me tees.
Hey,
I'll
do a
be-
deep dive. You'll find some little gems.
Well,
No,
this
I'm-
Saturday I'll be borrowing some tees from you.
I'm just skeptical.
Oh, when I get it.
yeah.
I won't get them yet.
Yeah, true.
I'm skeptical.
What do you mean?
I just feel like you're never going to get exactly what you order. The quality's going to be
But
shit.
it's
Those-
$7, so who gives a shit?
Exactly. And those shoes down there, that's what I thought I was getting. They fit. They're
nice.
And
And
also,
also-
white. They're classy. They're just plain.
Yeah. I
They
like
look
it.
like a bit of like Grant Horvat vibes,
They're very, very nice.
And also, you know
very
my
clean.
stance on no-name stuff.
You
I
see,
won't
that's the
even buy
problem.
black and gold cannellini beans.
Yeah, but I'll make it look good,
Okay.
Okay.
I believe you.
We'll see. That's about all we have time for.
That's it.
Let's
Oh,
wrap it up.
Let's do a little bit of housekeeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube channel, TWH Pod.
Do
Yeah.
that.
Like, subscribe.
You
Yeah,
had
yeah.
one shot and you fucked it
Yeah.
up.
You got
Like-
to give it to me.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Again, we'd appreciate if you want to give us a 5-star review. We think we're worth a 5-star review, don't we, Whitey?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
4.5 at least.
And if you can share it with anyone you think would like the pod. We met a bunch of new people over the weekend that have already joined the crew, so
The crew.
Okay.
crew neck.
Yeah. There we go.
big shout out to all our new listeners and
Friends. Yeah.
All right. Well,
podcast friends.
again, we've got some things coming up. We've got to get busy.
Yeah, we got a
But
lot
that's-
on the go.
That's Adelaide. We'll talk more about Adelaide throughout the next few episodes, but that's just a little deep dive into it.
Hopefully, by next time we meet, we'll have a date locked in for the hole-in-one challenge.
Yes.
I like the
That-
enthusiasm with the fingers on the table.
That means it's going to happen soon.
Nice. All right.
Right.
That's it, and we'll see you soon.
See you
See
next
ya.
week.